next guest is Emmy Award-winning actor Jeff Daniels, who says he's playing one of his most challenging roles yet. He stars in the new Netflix limited series, A Man in Full. It's created by Hollywood heavyweights David E. Kelley and Regina King, who also serves as a director. Daniels plays tough-talking real estate mogul Charlie Croker, who faces bankruptcy and must defend his empire and his family against enemies attempting to exploit his fall from grace.
I bet the both of you just love to go back to Arthur and say, gee, we tried, but the bastard done challenged us to a fist fight in the parking lot. Which is why you baited me. Calling my wife a bimbo. Trophy. Well, guess what? My better judgment, which I don't typically call upon, says don't give you the satisfaction. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, Harry. You have a choice to make. Because I'm either gonna kick your in the parking lot, or I'll do so right here in this conference room.
Yowza! Jeff Daniels is here. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, Jeff, Charlie Croker is described as crude, rude, and irrepressible.
Sure.
What
Sign me up.
That's what I asked you.
Yeah.
That drew you to this character.
Yeah. They're the fun ones. The bad guys, or guys, as you described, are so much fun because you get to kind of, you know, we all have that ability to be kind of, to go to the dark side or to be less than we should be. And you basically, as an actor, you get to, you know, put gas on that and then light it, and boom, out comes Charlie Croker. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
You said it's also the most complicated role. And I've seen you, we were talking backstage, loved you in Purple Rose, loved you in Gettysburg, but you say this is the most complicated role you've ever played?
Well, the hard part of a Charlie Croker is that you also have to be funny. Yeah. It's a smaller target. And it's true, comedy is harder to do than drama. And you still have to be believable as well. And then Charlie is so big.
Yes,
So
in every
larger
aspect.
than life.
Right.
And in Star School, you're taught that in close-ups, less is more.
In Star School.
And I've got to be, you know, I tell you what, Nate, I'm going to come at, I mean, you got to be, we would finish takes, and I would ask the camera operator, did I break the lens?
You've also said you have to learn how to think like this character. How did you do that? What inspiration did you pull from? Who are you watching?
Well, it's relevant to today.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't worry about Trump or anything like that. Tom Wolfe wrote the book in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And it was based on 2 or 3 guys in Atlanta. And so these guys are around. This is kind of like
The last of
the dinosaur,
Yeah.
when men were men and everyone else was inferior. And so this is kind of like poking a hole in that guy and watching as a blimp, watching it just free fall
And
for
deflate.
6 episodes. Yeah.
Last time we were together, I was asking you about the future and what are you looking for in the next projects? And you said, at this point in my career, I'm taking risks.
Yeah.
Was this a risk?
Oh, yeah.
And why?
Yeah, I did a Zoom meeting with David E. Kelley, who wrote everything, and Regina King, who directed. Tommy Schlamme also directed. And I had read the first episode, and I didn't know how to do it. And so I said yes. And it's that. And again, it's so large that you might be...
You might swing and miss.
Big time.
But you knocked it out of the park.
But I remember calling my agent about a month in going, well, this is either really good or you're going to go, what the heck were you thinking?
You nailed it. You nailed it, brother.
Well, so one of the things that's really interesting, shows like White Lotus and Succession are incredibly popular. They feature rich and powerful and sometimes incredibly nasty individuals at the center of those stories, and yet we're fascinated by them.
Yes.
And we're fascinated by real-life people who are rude and nasty and incredibly powerful. Why?
I think part of it is because we want to see them fall. I think it's Shakespearean. You know, as celebrities, as famous people, you know that once they build you up, they want to take you down. And so especially if you've made the climb up on the foreheads or the backs of other people, you know, pushing people down and all that, and now you're look at me, look at me, look at me. You want to see that guy go down, and you want to watch him go down as slowly as possible as he spins out. I think that's part of it, you know?
Yeah, there's
if
some...
we're pretending to be a hero, but we all know you're not, we're waiting for it to happen, and, you know. for Charlie, it does.
Some great actors in here. You got Diane Lang. You just saw the picture there of you and Regina King, who is the director, Oscar-winning actress. What was it like working with her?
Well, that was the reason to sign on. I mean, Regina has an Oscar. She actually has one. And so I knew that behind the camera, behind where the director sits, that I'd be covered.
Yeah.
So I could come in big. And I kept waiting for this Oscar-winning actor as a director to come around the corner after 2 takes and go, really good, let's just turn it down.
You're breaking the lens.
But not with
You're breaking
Charlie,
the
though.
lens.
It's turning it
Well,
up.
no, I kept waiting for it, just to be safe. Let's
Right.
do one where we're not so, and never happened. Regina,
Wow.
keep going,
she
keep
let
going,
you-
keep going.
wow,
And
that's
so that was
incredible.
permission to fly.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Jeff Daniels, it's an incredible role. Thank you for being here. We love having you on.
It's a must-see.
It is
It is.
really. We're all hooked on it. A Man in Full can be streamed on Netflix starting today.